Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is the 2-month, actually I think it's slightly over 2 months as the time of washing and filming, for the Fusso coat versus the 10 coating test. You'll notice the quartz light bottle is missing. It's because it has gone off finally, and I tossed it without remembering it was a prop for this lineup, so forgive me. But we're basically 2 months in, and the last video after the DIY 3-year coating was really struggling. So many people told me to do water spot remover, so we did that in this update. Spoiler alert, I told you my water is soft. But we're gonna do that. We've already confirmed that this one is dead and this one is struggling. But there's a few more that are a little slowed down. Not that slowed down or this slowed down, but a couple more have slowed down a little bit, and I think it's a little normal for them, for the types of coatings they are. And then one is like the, oh no, is it happening again? And that should be a pretty big spoiler alert. But we're finally getting into winter temperatures, rain, so we're seeing like 7 degrees Celsius, which is this in Fahrenheit. But so that's what we're looking at here. And then, you know, with the water spot remover, the one I'm using is from the Manic line, which will appear right here now. See? It's really strong, like really strong. So if there was a mild buildup, this would take care of it. So, and you'll see that if anything, it may have hurt a few products. Because, you know, coatings are supposed to get this as a regular treatment, but not paste sealants. So, enough rambling. We'll throw in the video of the wash down, so you'll see initial behavior, the after a regular wash, which is the 3D nano pail soap, 1 ounce to 4.5 gallons roughly, because I washed the whole car. And then this rinsed off and then washed off again with the same soap. I didn't do any wet wiping, but you can tell the clogging is not related to anything besides nothing. There is no clogging actually. So that's what we'll do right now. Roll that with some music and then we'll come back for the conclusion. My apologies. This is called Maniac line, which is owned by Labo Cosmetica, I believe. That's what everyone told me. And it was recommended, and I think it's good, but wear a respirator. It is strong. Do not spray it in an enclosed space. It is strong. So as you can see, starting to slow just a smidge. It was applied in like 25, 26 degrees Celsius temps. Like it was the polar opposite conditions of everyone else. But now we are into winter. So this is really the crap or get off the pot point for this. If it goes 2 more months, something's different than other people's results. There's a few people who had it last. Someone told me they got a year out of it. So we'll see. But this one is just crushing it. Until the water spot remover, there's a bit of a weak spot at the front initially, and I think that may have been residue. You know, I have a child that likes to do that to paint. It's a real world test, guys. This is stuff that happens. And you can tell the quartz lights were a little slow, but these are really a 2-layer coating to get them to look kind of like this. And, you know, this guy, and the 8 year is doing pretty good. The poor boys is doing great. This was $35. If you see that on sale, snag it. It's a good coating. It comes with a good kit too. It's got a dropper instead of the pory thing, so you think you can be a little more precise with that. But yeah, I'm super impressed with this. Super impressed with this. This is only 1 layer and it's doing quite well. I'm quite happy with how that's performing for a single layer. I have used it on 1 car before as a 2-layer, and it was doing great as a 2-layer. But we'll see how long it goes because it's only supposed to be used as a 2-layer as a standalone. So we'll see how it does. And of course, Quartzlight's doing pretty good too. Rest in peace. But yeah, Fusso started a little hit from this guy. And as the title suggests, I have a question here. And this update was pretty straightforward. But the question is sort of attaching into the topics we've been talking about. And thank you for those who have commented on the polls and stuff or voted. Please, if you don't, I run polls all the time and I like doing them to get feedback. So if you want to have a say in how this channel moves and where it goes, that's where it'll be. But in a conversation, and I'm not naming names, a perspective I had not thought of popped up, and that is that brands are also frustrated with how things are going on YouTube and with influencers and stuff. And I can totally get it. And I didn't think of it, but it totally makes sense. I bet there is brands out there that are frustrated that they just want to have a fair comparison, a fair shakedown, just some honest actual feedback in market that isn't within their controlled testing. And, you know, they might get bounced or given the short stick because they're not sexy, or, you know, there's all kinds of reasons. You know, there's a lot of reasons going around why certain brands are getting hyped up and some aren't. But I didn't think of that. I never thought of that perspective before. And I'm wondering maybe you had or had not. Please comment below, boost my engagement. And then, yeah, let me know what you think. Because it didn't dawn on me before. And I found it to be quite eye-opening. And it makes total sense. People just want to see their product tested. They don't want any bull. And I'm not saying I'm the best person in the world for that, but that's what we do. These speak, not me. I'm just showing you and then reiterating what I see. So that's my play. So I just want to provide information. That's why I started the channel. Got sick of seeing poorly run tests or words that didn't match the images, or the images missing and then the words being there. I wanted to see how something performed and I couldn't get an answer. So I was like, it'd be nice to be the person who gives the answer. But yeah, enough about that. So that's the 2-month update. Think about that question, comment. And yeah, we'll see. Month down the road, we're getting into winter time, so how I wash and if I wash will be questionable. But yeah, good. There's some strong performances from these guys. This guy's doing pretty good, and this guy's crushing. This guy's about the same as this, but we'll see how this hangs on. you know, we'll see how the UKs hang on, because they're the slower guys now, and obviously these two are, they're gone. But I have a new one of this. We'll maybe make a video one day in a new comparison, although I don't expect this comparison's gonna end anytime soon. But yeah, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.